Your worth is no greater than your ambitions. So said Marcus Aurelius. Welcome to McBain Moments. All right, as always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Manor. Make sure you take a moment and subscribe down below. We are on the road to 13 million subscribers, one subscription at a time, so make sure you subscribe. Also, please consider becoming a patron if you want to support what I do. Go to patreon.com/JulianMcBain. Links in the description. Okay, guys, your worth is no greater than your ambition. Why is that? Think about it. If you have no goals other than to just survive, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? And it doesn't mean that you're not valuable in a familial sense. But you really have to take a hard look at things. A person has no intrinsic worth. It's a hard fact, and it's not a fun fact to deal with. We build things based upon what we want to do. That creates value for ourselves and value for others. If our ambition is to build the best life we can for ourselves, that is your worth. Because when you build a better life for yourself, you also build a better life for those around you. So I started this off on a rather harsh note, and I did that on purpose because I wanted you to pay attention. What you build around you becomes the world you live in. The people that are in your network will benefit from the world that you build. On the same token, you will benefit from the world that they build. On the other hand, if you don't build a world, or you try to live off of the world built by others without building your own world around you, without building that piece of architecture that supports the world around you, then you are going to negatively affect those around you. You know, there's an individualist versus a collectivist narrative in the world, specifically in America right now. And the problem is that they're both right and they're both wrong. We don't live in a vacuum. Everything we do affects those around us. But this is the gigantic pulsating asterisk next to that very collectivist theory that we don't live in a vacuum. Therefore, everything we do affects everyone around us. Therefore, we must all work for the benefit of the collective. No. That is incorrect. They've got the right symptom. They've got the wrong solution. Everything you do affects the world around you. Therefore, you should strive to build the best world for yourself. Building the best world for yourself is a very individualist way of looking at things. Because when you build the best world for yourself, the foundation work, the architecture that you build around you will bring those around you up with you. And it's that simple. And that's really what the phrase, your worth is no greater than your ambition. Because if your ambition's down here, that's all you're going to provide support not only for yourself, but for all of those around you. If it's way up here, you're going to make an effort to reach it. And you're going to put those building blocks into place to try to build yourself up. And as you do so, your friends will start to build their own blocks. And they'll work with that architecture. You might be able to introduce them to someone that brings them up. And then maybe they'll be able to introduce you to someone that helps bring you up. Or maybe they'll say, hey, remember back when you helped me get a job? Well, I see you're in tough straits, and as it happens, my buddy has an opening in his department. Why don't you go talk to him? Because it's as Grant Cardone says, your network is your net worth. So you build the world around you in the image that you want to build the world in. The world that you want to see for yourself. And then, in doing so, your friends will see what you're building, and they're going to use that as a foundation point to build their own worlds as well. And that doesn't mean that you may not be using one of your friends as a foundation point for yourself, or you're using their foundations to assist you in building your world. But it does mean you need to remain focused on what your goals are. Don't worry about what other people are doing. None of what they do matters. And you know what? Some of them are going to be assholes, and they're going to try to chip away at your foundation because they don't like you for some reason. Or worse yet, they're jealous of you. How dare you have a bigger tower than I have? Doesn't matter that you've been working twice as hard. Doesn't matter that you actually understand that 10% more effort can yield 40% extra results. How dare you have a bigger tower than me? But you know what? You got to let it slide. Kick them off the building. You can't see my leg. I made a kicking motion. People like that will only ever get so far. And because they know they've limited their own ambitions, they're trying to limit yours. So ignore it. Ignore the vitriol, the sniping, the anger, the jealousy, because that's what it is. It's all jealousy. Build the world around you that you are looking to live in, because that's what's going to help others build their world. That's what helps the quote-unquote collective, is individuals building the best world for themselves that they can. So go out and start building. This has been a McBain moment.